I'm Julie Pace for the Associated Press at the White House. I'm joined by Jared Bernstein, the Executive Director of the White House Middle Class Task Force. And we have a report out today, 250,000 jobs saved or created because of the president's stimulus plan. Good news, obviously, for the administration.
Yeah, this is good news. It's not unexpected in the sense that these are dollars from the state fiscal stabilization fund. They go right to the states, and since many states have been facing, as you folks know, a tough fiscal squeeze, they've been able to plow these resources into education. That means 250,000 jobs saved or created among workers in the education field.
And you know, states and school districts say that in spite of the money that they're getting, they're still facing a pretty serious economic crunch. Is this going to be enough to get them through?
Well, it's certainly going to help, and yes, of course, they're going to get through this. But I think the important point there is that when we're talking about a recession with literally trillions of dollars of output lost, a recession that's cost us well over 7 million jobs so far, where state budget deficits accumulate to the tens of billions of dollars, there's no conceivable recovery act that could be both economically efficient and fiscally responsible that could fully offset all of that. But we're clearly helping to blunt and offset some of the pain. And here in the education example, we're doing it right down at the level of public schools. You actually have parents walking into classrooms where that classroom could have been twice as large as it is in terms of a teacher-to-student ratio, thanks to stimulus dollars helping to preclude some of those layoffs.
Now, one of the things that I find really interesting is we actually can track these 250,000 jobs. At the same time, the administration says that overall, 1 million jobs have been saved and created, yet we can't account for each of those jobs. What accounts for that discrepancy?
Yeah, that's a good question, and actually the answer is one that I think is important to grasp. The 250,000 jobs that we're talking about in this education case, that comes from direct recipient reporting. Recipients who actually got stimulus dollars are telling us about the jobs they've saved or created. So that's solid data. Preliminary now, but solid data. Now, those folks are going to go out and they're going to spend some of that money. That teacher who would have been laid off, she may go buy more groceries, may go buy more furnishings, you name it. That causes more economic activity and jobs in and of itself. Those are indirect jobs, or multiplier effect, and that's part of the story too. The 1 million jobs saved or created thus far includes not only the direct jobs, the indirect jobs as well.